Good evening, distinguished panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen. I am Umesha Dassanayake, following an advanced diploma in physiotherapy at IIHS. So, my research was awareness of physiotherapy among elders in northwestern province, Sri Lanka. These are my contents. If I talk about the elderly population in the world, according to WHO, the world will host 1.2 billion people aged 60 and over by the year 2025. So, the health problems of the elderly can be complicated due to social, economic, and also due to psychological interactions to a greater degree than younger people. And also, due to their health condition, they are more prone to get disabilities as well as musculoskeletal condition. So it is really important for them to be aware about the physiotherapy service in Sri Lanka and also about the role of a physiotherapist. And before moving on, I should tell that in Sri Lanka, there's the enactment of protection of the right of elders, which is Act number 9. And this act has made provisions for the establishment of a National Council for Elders, a National Secretariat for Elders, a National Fund for Elders, and a Maintenance Board for Elders. So this National Secretariat for Elders is the place where they are more looking into into the needs of the elders in Sri Lanka. So these are my objectives. I wanted to assess the level of awareness about physiotherapy service among the elders in northwestern province Sri Lanka, and also I wanted to determine the association between the level of awareness and the educational level of the participants, and also I wanted to find out the physiotherapy needs of them. So I did a quantitative research using a descriptive study design, and my population was 300 elders who are above 60 years in northwestern province Sri Lanka. So I chose them by using convenient sampling, and my data collection method was interviewer administered questionnaire. When moving on into my results, in my population, majority of them were females, and also most of them were in between the age of 60 to 70 years. And I wanted to find out the educational level and the awareness of existence of physiotherapy in Sri Lanka. So for that, I asked them few questions, and I found out that most of them had a fairly good awareness about existence of physiotherapy service in Sri Lanka. As you can see in the last column, those are uneducated people. Out of those uneducated elders, also 70% of them were aware about the existence of physiotherapy in Sri Lanka. And as I mentioned in my objective, I wanted to find out the conditions suffered by the participants which they want to address physiotherapy. So what I found was most of them were having back pain, and also most of them were suffering from arthritis as well. And since that I found that the awareness of existence of physiotherapy in Sri Lanka is higher, then I wanted to find whether did they seek physiotherapy for their musculoskeletal condition. So what I found is, though they are really aware about the existence of physiotherapy in Sri Lanka, they didn't seek physiotherapy treatments. So as you can see, majority of the people, 77%, have sought other treatments than sought physiotherapy for their musculoskeletal conditions. So if I talk about these other treatments, they have more sought Ayurvedic treatments for their musculoskeletal conditions. And then I wanted to find out why they didn't choose physiotherapy. So I asked them, I wanted to find out their knowledge about physiotherapy. So I asked them few questions do you know what physiotherapists do, and do you know to which conditions that you have to address by a physiotherapist. So like these questions, I found that though they are aware about the existence of physiotherapy in Sri Lanka, their knowledge about the role of a physiotherapist is really less. So, and also their general preference of recommendations for the conditions which required physiotherapy also was Ayurvedic treatments. Most of them were recommended Ayurvedic treatments for their musculoskeletal conditions. So, like after I did my research, I wanted to compare my results with the results which have done in developed countries, and like what I found was in the developed countries they have fairly good knowledge about the role of a physiotherapist. So, like as example, a research carried out in UK on adults has stated that 36% of the people are aware of the physiotherapy, while the awareness of the role that physios play in treating musculoskeletal problems and sporting injuries was high. So, but my finding shows that the elders have poor knowledge about physiotherapy, and also this shows that their physiotherapy needs are higher. So, as I mentioned before, National Secretariat for Elders is the place in Sri Lanka where they are looking more to protect the elders' rights as well as for elders' needs. So, when I checked into them, I found that they have few objectives. They wanted to maintain a database relating for elders, and also they wanted to identify the problems faced by the elders and make the policies accordingly and implement them. So I would like to recommend them to have a database about the health needs of the elders as well. So like they can promote physiotherapy for the physiotherapy needs of the elders. And also I would like to recommend to organize programs to educate the caregivers, because they will be the people who will be so close with elders than others. And also I would like to recommend to conduct pre-retirement awareness programs, because they are the people who will be in the elderly population sooner. And also I would like to recommend to aware all the general practitioners about the role of a physiotherapist, so they can promote physiotherapy among elders as well as among the community. So these are my references. I would like to thank everyone who helped me in this research. Thank you.